Your head is controlled like this, right? And especially, I mean, somebody can have a crossface on you, but they're not strong with it, and you're still able to turn in and escape. But when somebody's got your head turned away, and there's really no way you're going to be able to get to that side, right? So instead of trying to bring your knee in, you're going to take the hand, so my inside arm is going to come to the opposite side and block the hip. So I'm going to use this to sort of walk my hips away and make sure that I use this hand to block his hips. So if he tries to follow me, I can keep him from bringing that knee inside. Right? So you get your arm to the outside here, and then what you want to do is try to sneak your head underneath of his chest. Right? So this is like keeping my arm like this might actually keep me pinned underneath him. Taking my arm out and going to this side of his head can help me. So I'm going to use this to lift up, almost like pulling his head towards my head, and stick my head out. Right? So once you get to this position, usually the person's arms are going to like start to switch position. What I want you guys to not do is bringing your hands inside, and then bringing your knees inside, and then trying to square back up with the person. That's what's going to happen most of the time. So there are sort of submissions and stuff you can catch off of this, but what I want you guys to use this for is just to basically create movement in space, right? So when I can't, I'm getting really strong shoulder pressure here, almost the harder the guy pushes into me, right? Once I get this hand to the opposite side, I go to this side of his neck so I can pull his head towards me. So I'm pulling with my left and extending with my right. I'm just walking my hips away. I'm trying to pull my head underneath. Right? And then from here, just continue to sort of like walk. So just bring your hands inside and push. This is when the person's going to try to switch. Try to make sure you end up with your elbows inside. So then I can just bring my knees to my chest, bring my feet in front, and get back to some form of guard. Right? So, person's giving you strong shoulder pressure, especially if you're trapped like this. This will actually help with your hand in this outside position. Right? So block the hip. Make sure that as I walk my hips away, that he's not following me with his legs. Right? And use his hand to bring his head towards you. Get your head underneath. Right? Now, if the person doesn't react, let's say he just like grab my arm. He just holds on tight to my arm. You'll see it'll be fairly easy for me to pop out of here and come up on top. But usually, once you get to a position like this, they realize they're losing control. They come back. Right? So pull your knees in, and you'll see once you get your knees inside, just like I said, try to always trap the arm. There are times where you'll be able to snag his arm and end up getting into submissions. But most importantly, try to bring your knees and elbows together underneath. Right? The person's got you in a really strong cross face. Bring the hand through, block the hip. Pull his head towards you as you walk away. Get your head underneath. As you feel your partner adjusting, bring the hands inside. Bring the knees inside. Circle and face them. Like I said, if you can, you might be able to snag an arm. Right? But most of the time, pull away. You'll end up squaring up with your feet in front. All right? 1, 2, 3.